Alright, what up though, my people? It's your friendly neighborhood Highbrarian. You know what I'm saying, on the joint time today. And like right now I got a special treat for y'all. Cause right now the book we gonna review is one of my personal favorites. It's something I actually read in high school. Let's see if you can see that. From Pieces to Weight. Once Upon a Time in Southside Queens, you feel me? This is a book, basically the autobiography of 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? This shit came out like in '05, nigga. I remember as a young nigga, I was so excited to get this book. I read this bitch in one day, you feel me? That's how serious that bitch was. But like, tell you the truth, like, there's no way you could read this book and not feel like and not know that 50 really come from that life. Like the stories that he tell in this book is too detailed. You know, it's probably some names changed, you know what I'm saying? Whatever like that, you feel me? He always talked about that in his music. Like he said he might do something over here, but say he did it over there. But you know what I'm saying? That's a different note. Like 50, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a street smart individual, real street nigga. Some of my biggest takeaways from this book, really, you know what I'm saying, how he got started. 50 got started as a young age at a young age in the game, you feel me? Like his moms got killed. He was raised by his grandparents and shit. Like the nigga had it hard though. The nigga came up hard and shit. Like my favorite particular story, like you gotta read about grits and butter. That's all I'm gonna say, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying, there was a couple of country niggas from North Carolina or wherever, you know what I'm saying, down south. You know what I'm saying? They was definitely putting it down, you feel me? But like, you know what I'm saying, I just felt like that book, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, it was like the sign of the times, you feel me? It was like '05, you feel me? G-Unit had this shit in the smash. And you know, like no better time to put your book out, you feel me? Like that's one of the keys to success, you feel me? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get up on your literature shit, you know what I'm saying? Having that author title by your name, that's a big plus, you feel me? Also, like I liked it when 50 talked about, you know what I'm saying, getting on his grind, you feel me, to really make the rap shit happen with the G Unit, you feel me? Like the G Unit really started off on some street shit. It was only like a handful of niggas, if I recall, like maybe like 3, 4 niggas that was just really holding them down, you feel me? And they was making that shit happen though. Like, yeah, like I said, it's been a minute since I read that book, but you know what I'm saying, if you really want to get an insight into the mind of 50 Cent and really why he operate how he do, you know what I'm saying, definitely check out the book From Pieces to Weight, you feel me? Like I said, man, he talk about, you know what I'm saying, shit that was happening in the projects, you feel me? Like shit that was happening in, like, you know what I'm saying, on the strip while they was gambling and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying, yeah, that nigga 50, yeah, he was, you know, he a wild boy though for sure. So like I said, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, read up about grits and butter. You gotta stay close like grits and butter, baby. But shit, you know what I'm saying, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, spoil it too much. But you know, we seen how the 50 Cent story done turned out. I might go into depth, you know what I'm saying, about the hustle harder, hustle smarter, you feel me? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, From Pieces to Weight, that was just telling you the story about 50 Cent, not to glorify no street shit. I'm sweating like a motherfucker in this bitch. But not to glorify no street shit, but I feel like that was more so like you know what I'm saying, just telling the street story of 50 Cent, basically confirming and validating, you know what I'm saying, some of the stories we done heard and shit. But Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, I felt like went into the science behind of why 50 is successful. Because it's like you see like some of the techniques and shit that he used as far as like, you know, 50 don't really drink like that. So what he said is like in the book, he said he like take like some champagne, fill it with ginger ale, and just hold that bitch down the whole party and shit. So it looked like he getting twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was smoking with Wiz and Snoop, he didn't want to be the nigga like, you know what I'm saying, he didn't want to like blow the party and shit. So like he took a little puff, but he was like on some Bill Clinton shit. You know, he wasn't inhaling that shit. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, if you study 50, 50 is smart ass nigga, bro. And like really, I learned how to write songs from 50 because he talked about like writing the hook first, and then after you write the hook first, that's how you make the whole song and shit. But Jam Master Jay taught him that. But who better than learn from, you feel me? Then, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, DJ behind Run DMC. And really like the heart and soul of Run DMC. If you really do the research, they got their style from Jam Master Jay. Rest in peace. And shout out to DMC and Reverend Run. You feel me? It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Run DMC was the first rappers to go platinum, so you gotta salute them. You know what I'm saying? That's the 80s flow, though. That's that New York, that Queens and shit. But yeah, 50, you know what I'm saying? 50 definitely put it down. You feel me? It's like this nigga was a hustler first that, you know what I'm saying, developed the love for the rap shit. And it's like, yeah, like you've seen it in the movies, you've seen the interviews, but once you get the book, I remember MTV was putting out previews of the book, so I was eating that shit up, MTV.com. I was eating that shit up, the little excerpts and shit. So when that bitch dropped, I had to grab it. I don't know where the original copy is and shit, but You know what I'm saying? I remember that bitch like it was yesterday. So yeah, it's definitely a book you gotta fuck with. From Pieces to Weight by 50 Cent. It's your local Highbrarian, Lewis Automatic. I'm out this bitch.